Well, hi there, and welcome once again to the course. My name is Sam O'Donnell, and I'm your instructor. There's some things I wanted to share with you that I thought about typing out, and the more I thought about it, the more it just seemed to make sense just to do another video and kind of share my heart with you regarding the course content. I've already posted an introductory video, and that covers some good information. It was done a while back, but it does cover some great information. Once again, you can see my office behind me is a mess. It's Sunday evening, and weekends around here are pretty hairy by the time everything gets done and ready for church. And then tomorrow I'll put everything back together, hopefully put things back where they go. But for tonight, it's a mess. So it is what it is. Welcome to life. And I guess maybe that's part of the reason I left it the way it is and did the video. It's like, you know, life happens, and I get that because we all, you know, have our lives to lead and things like that, and there just isn't always time to do everything. You'll notice on your screen that I have the announcements up. I'm sharing my second screen with you. I won't touch on everything here, but there are a few salient points that I want to make. As we begin this $4.99 level course. That said, remember this is a $4.99 level course, and I'm going to be expecting $4.99 level work. So be prepared for scholarly work with a heavy emphasis on reflection. Everything that you reflect, everything that you report should have some type of scholarly and academic support. Stretch yourself. Don't stay comfortable. Reach out a bit. Engage the course texts and allow them to work in you. If you don't agree on a point, and many students haven't, they begin to read some of our authors, Frankel or Dupree especially, and take issue with some of the things that they say. More with Dupree than Frankel, I think. But read with an open heart and mind and seek to understand what these authors are trying to teach us. Each of the three authors presents the information, their information, very differently. And so as you pull all of these ideas together, you get a really neat composite picture by the end of the course. And it's really fun to see how transformative this course can be. This course is designed to prepare you for what's on the other side of your bachelor's degree program. So for that reason, writing is a huge part of it. If you struggle in that regard, reach out to me or to the Writing Center and let's know about that right away so we can get you the help you need. If you wait too long, you get too far into the course, and these 6-week courses go very quickly, and you can find yourself in a challenging situation if you get too far behind. If you discover that you're getting behind for some reason, let me know. There's a lot I can do to help you, and I'm certainly willing to help where I can. One of the things I learned in the military is to take good care of your people. For those of you who haven't read my bio yet, I am a 22-year Air Force combat veteran, so I understand military folks because I is one. I look forward to the course that's ahead. Now, to the information that you see on your screen, you see the welcomes there. I have both a printed and a video version of that welcome. Please pay attention to the things that I cover, and please, please, please do read your syllabus and do take note of the requirements for the course and have a good understanding of what those requirements are, because you don't want to get to week 6 where you have 2 papers due, 2 major papers are due in week 6. Best thing to do is to get started on those early, so when week 6 rolls around, you have a much better week 6. Let me just put it that way. If you wait until week 6, you're going to find yourself incredibly behind, and it is going to be very, very stressful. So to save yourself the grief, stress, frustration, and aggravation, I strongly recommend that you manage your time for this course. This course requires a great deal of reading. And so if you're logging in early before the official start of the course, then begin the reading. You'll need time to synthesize the information, and there's some deep concepts that take a little bit to wrap your mind around. Do your reading early in the week and give yourself time to think about it, to go back, ask questions, to chew on it, to ruminate on it, and formulate your responses. You will need to do that early on in the week also because of the discussion board. You will be required to engage those course texts in your responses on the DB. So a lot of great learning ahead. I think you're going to find that if you do what I'm suggesting, you're going to enjoy the course. It's going to be enriching and transformative for you. I look forward to the learning that is ahead. As I indicated, I think in another video, I've done this course many, many times. I've lost track of how many times I've done this course. I could go back and count them, but I think it's 10, 11, 12 times at least over the course of the 7 years or so that I've taught for Southwestern College. So great stuff coming up, and I think you're going to have a really good time with the information, and I'm looking forward to learning with you. In week 1, you're going to start with Man's Search for Meaning by Frankl, and do give yourself some time for that. There's some very difficult things that he deals with, and you may find that you have to read a little bit and maybe set the book aside for a time and then come back to it. He deals with Holocaust and things like that, and there's some deep subjects that he deals with, and so you may need a little extra time. So be careful of that, and there'll be a lot of good discussions. And so let me know if you have any questions. I do want to show you something on your screen. If you'll come here to the left-hand side of your screen and click on Class Question Board, you'll see here there's a link there, and if you click on that, you can post whatever questions that you have, and that is a place where you can post anything. Any questions you may have, comments, or, hey, what was Dupree thinking here? What was Frankl thinking? It may not be within the body of what we're studying. It may not be germane to the discussion board, but there may be a question that you have, or, hey, Mr. Odie, what was it that you wanted for this assignment? Help me understand this. If you have any questions, please ask them. And also, one other place that I should take you to, and that is here, Faculty and Course Information. And if you come here and you click on Faculty Information, you see a picture of my smiling face and my introduction. But also up here, you see my email and cell phone numbers. Feel free to reach out to me by cell phone. If you text, please include your name and course number within the body of your text so I know what we're talking about. I get a lot of texts from students and different things, and sometimes it can be tough to get the context to answer the questions. So please do include that information so I can be the most help to you. And you see my introduction there and my contact information. And then going back once again to Faculty and Course Information, you see right here, syllabus. Please, 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 please read the syllabus. There's so much information in there. You'll see my teaching and learning philosophy, what to expect from me, and what I expect from you. And if we all understand what's expected, we all have a better time. Again, my military training taught me to clearly communicate expectations and standards. And so that's my way of doing that, is by that syllabus, also through the announcements and things like that. As with any online course, please do pay attention to the announcements. And I do ask too, well, I'll get to that in a minute, but I will put a good bit of information in the announcements. I use both printed and video, as well as other methodologies. Try to keep it interesting. But one thing about the discussion board, would you do me a favor? If I respond to you, if I ask you a question, would you please answer that? That is required per the syllabus. That is a graded component. So when I ask you a question, it's for good reason. Would you please engage that question and answer it thoroughly? And please keep involved in our discussion board. Your class participation is a graded component, and the way that we do that is through the discussion board. So I'm really looking for involvement there, looking forward to the time we'll spend together and what we'll learn together. So that is it. I will stop the share, and you'll see, again, my messy office. My apologies. But it's working. That's about the size of it. And if you have any questions, please do reach out to me. As always, I can be reached at samuel.o'donnell@sccans.edu, or my cell phone in your syllabus and also in the faculty information area. Well, so long for now, and take good care.